Hey guys, what's up? This is X, and today I wanted to talk about the PlayStation State of Play event that that came out yesterday. And truth be told, I actually had forgotten about it. I did realize it was coming, and I was gonna make an effort to watch it, but because I was pretty excited about it, and then I completely forgot about it, and it wasn't until later that evening when I you know, logged on YouTube and saw like a lot of content creators, complain about it. I was like, oh shit, I need to get on there and watch that. um, so I got on there, watched it, and my impression, like after it, was that it was okay. I didn't really see much of an issue with it, not at least as much as everybody else did. But I think there was a couple reasons for that, and one of them was that when I went in, I really wasn't expecting really that much. Because I think that a lot of people that went into it were kind of overly hyped, which I see that actually becoming a problem on a lot of things, whether it's games, movies, or whatever. People get so overhyped about it, and when it fails to meet their expectations, they get disappointed and they start getting a little bit pissy about it and complaining. Um, And like I said, when I was watching, I went into it with very low expectations, which is something I do most of the time. So, uh, for me, I was I kind of thought that they would announce the PS5, which they didn't do, and I was fine with that. But I was kind of thinking that they would have done that. But as far as like any of the other major titles, like Death Stranding or whatever, I know people were really wanting release dates for those. Of course, they didn't do it. I was fine with that because I was like, well, it's probably too early to say, and it's done when they say it's going to be done. So I didn't really mind that too much. I think a lot of people also had complaints about VR because they were kind of making fun of it, going, "No, it's state of VR," blah blah blah. We don't want VR. VR sucks, But obviously, there is a market for VR because Sony keeps pushing it, and Sony isn't gonna waste a shit ton of money, on something that's not going to work for them. And there is a market for it. I mean, it may not be a massive market, but there's still a market for it, and I think it's growing. Obviously, when you take a look at the amount of games that are out for it now and that are coming out for it, um, but I really had no problem with it, um, except for I think it was except for the Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a game series I cannot stand. I think it's a shit horror series. It's like, I'm sorry, but there are many way better games, like Resident Evil or Silent Hill or anything like that that I think is just vastly superior to Five Nights at Freddy's, which to me is just a basically, like, I feel like a game for kids more than anything. Um, but anyway, I think the second biggest complaint I think a lot of people had with it um, was the length, and for me, yeah, it was a bit on the short side. That was my only complaint, actually, was I felt that it could have been longer, maybe 30 minutes max. I know there were some people that were wanting about an hour. I'm like, oh no, 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 that's way too much for a presentation like that. We're not talking like an E3 sort of thing. We're talking about this short thing, which people knew they were going to go in that kind of Nintendo Direct sort of route. And to me, 30 minutes would have been more than enough. I mean, because I think if they made it like an hour, it just would have been something like they would have had to space each state of play even further out from each other, and I would rather just have it in like smaller increments. And I think 30 minutes would have been sufficed just nicely. Um, but I did like the way that they presented it. They were kind of I'm trying to think of a word. The game, they were presenting each thing in a really steady pace. Uh, each game, boom, 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 and I liked that. There was no filler, uh, you know, just no useless filler or anything like that, which I appreciate quite a bit. It just basically said these are the games that we're going to be uh, that are coming out, and here they are. And that is very, very much appreciated. I think a lot of the YouTubers did appreciate that also, as well. But like I said, the other stuff I kind of feel that I won't say nitpick, but I think they kind of like, I think that, like I said, they were overhyped, and I think they were just disappointed in some of the stuff that I had mentioned. But like I said, it's okay to me. So, but it's also like I feel like this is their first time. I think a lot of people have to keep that in mind, that you're not going to have like this big epic thing, the first time around. I foresee them. I think they're going to obviously, somebody's obviously going to listen to the feedback, and just basically approve it, as each state of play comes along. So, I'm confident it's going to get better, as it goes along. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope to talk to you guys real soon. Take care.